Alright, so I'm back, and today we're going to take a look at some Marvel Legends figures, and this time, as you can see, a bunch of Hulk. So we'll take a look at these guys briefly, and just kind of go from there. I just want to check. Yeah, these are all Marvel figures, or Marvel Legends figures. So, I'm just trying to see if there's... See, now, this one just says Marvel Entertainment. So this may be maybe a Marvel Select figure. Not 100% on that one, though. So, but we'll take a look at each one of these as we go. So the first one we're going to look at, or the first thing we're going to do here, is I'm going to move this guy out of the way. And move like these two up close here for just a moment. And you can see that they are the same body. Same design, just almost the same color. Only thing different is the heads. So to rule one out real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and say, I'm not a fan of. I mean, I like this head and I like this head, so it's kind of hard to say. But if I had to choose, I'd probably go with the more angry face. So I'm gonna take this guy and get rid of him right now, and then we'll move him out of the way. We'll come back to those other Hulks later. Then the next one, we got this Hulk, and he's having a little difficulty standing. And then we have this Hulk, and even though he's got a little bit of a torn up shirt, they are, again, the same mold. Different heads. So, if I had to choose, I'm going to go with this one. I like his head sculpt better than this one. Something about this one just kind of throws me off a little bit. And he's a little bit looser too. But I like the green on this one enough, better enough that I can say I'd prefer this one on my shelf than this one. And we'll set him off. And then we've got this Hulk, which is like classics Hulk, and then the gray Hulk. Different face sculpts, but again, same mold. Aside from that, and I'm gonna rule him out because I'm not a fan of gray Hulk. The advantage about this, though, is when I decide on my Hulk, depending on which one I have, I could put that one on my shelf, and then put the other one, the other mold of it, in for display. So yeah, there's the Hulk. Like I said, I'm more a fan of Green Hulk than Gray Hulk. I never got behind the concept of that. Alright, so we'll slide these guys back. And we'll look at this one first. This is actually, of these four, easily my least favorite. But we'll go through all the bells and whistles here. His head is on a hinge here. It's got a looking left and right. He's got the full shoulder rotation. Arms can go in and out. You can see a little bit of the shoulder pulls out here. So he looks like he's a little bit bigger. Bicep swivel. Bends at the elbow. Wrist rotates. And it's almost like it's cut to be in a certain angle, like that. So there's that. He's got his thumb opens and closes. The fingers here open and close. This finger opens and closes. The whole wrist moves in and out like so. And that's the same on the other side. He's got a slider in his waist, so we can kind of do that. Rotates side to side. It's a really weird chest piece there. This is the part that I really don't like. I really hate these types of legs. I cannot stand them. I think it really breaks up the aesthetic of the figure. This, more than anything, this is the big deal breaker. So his leg can move up and down, not very far. Well, looks like it doesn't go all the way. But then it swivels out. But when you do that, I mean, that just looks terrible. I mean, that looks absolutely terrible. I mean, if you have it out at any angle, it looks terrible aside from straight down. And that doesn't look very good either. So it's a very, very bad design. He's got the bicep or thigh swivel, double bend knee, wrist swivel, an ankle that tilts a little bit. There is an ankle rocker in there, and the toes pivot. Other than that, other than the hips right here, he's got a good sculpt going. I like the mass of him, and I like kind of like the classic, just angry looking Hulk face. So that's my biggest problem with him right there is the hips. That's the part that I might have to say is a deal breaker. But for right now, he's the best one that we've looked at. So, which is, not saying much because he's the first one we've looked at. So we'll set him here into the back, and we'll pull this guy up. So this is Classic Hulk. This is like from the original cartoon appearance. And what we got, he's got the flat head, kind of like the more kind of face. Really good sculpt on that head there. Head rotates side to side, goes up and down. He's got the shoulders that rotate all the way up, in and out. Bicep swivel. He's got a ratcheted elbow. It looks like it only goes a little bit. Forearm swivel. Wrist opens and closes. He's got the thumb that rotates. Finger that can open. It doesn't go very far though. And then these individual fingers will kind of close. I really wish that one of these Hulks would just be able to go have a fist, because I don't know, Hulk punches things. Just a thought here, guys, right? Alright, so he's got this ball jointed ab crunch going on, and then right below it he has the waist swivel, which is kind of redundant given that this kind of would act like it too. So it's kind of redundant to have that. Hips go up and down, in and out. Wish there was kind of a ratchet in there to kind of thicken that up, because that's a pretty loose joint there. Just a friction joint, you can see. Now that, of course, this one's probably because it's an older figure, but at the same time, because it's just a friction joint, that's going to happen to all of them. There is a thigh swivel, double bend knee, get you in the full range there. Foot rotates back, rotates forward, a little bit of a swivel here, and the toes open and close. So yeah, there is the Hulk. Alright, we'll look at this one. This one's got the little bit of a problem standing. He's got a nicely sculpted head. Like I said, I prefer the other one a little bit more, but this one, I mean, it's still really nice. His hair is almost is a soft rubber, which is actually kind of nice. It really does set it apart. He's got neck that rotates right here, and then this section here is on a ball joint, so full range of motion there. His arms can open and close. Rotates all the way around. He's got this muscle mass all bent forward, which is okay, I guess. No bicep swivel, which is one thing that makes me think this is maybe a Marvel Select figure, because Marvel Legends is pretty good about the bicep swivel. So no bicep swivel. Elbow opens and closes, no ratchets there. Wrist swivels, hands open and close. He's got kind of an ab crunch going on, but it's not working for me. And he's got the waist swivel A little rocker kind of thing going on there. Legs go up and down. No in and out. Again, that's more of a Marvel Select thing than it is a Hasbro thing. Or Toy Biz. Thigh rotates. Bends at the knee. A very small bend at the knee. Foot rotates up and down. In and out. Nothing at the feet though. So, all in all, it's a pretty good Hulk, but it's not as posable as some of the others. So, take that with as you will. Alright. Oh, I haven't been given a reading. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. I think he's a good Hulk. This right here is enough to make me drop him 4 points because of this hip section going on. This one, I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10 too. When you bend things on this particular one, regardless of the mold, it splits up the aesthetics that badly. I mean, that's horrible. These things come out and it's just dreadful. He looks okay, but he's not posable enough to really be a good figure for Marvel Legends line. Again, I think that's partially because I think it's a Marvel Select. This one, despite the fact that I honestly am not a fan of Classics Hulk as opposed to more modern Hulk, and I'm not a fan of Hulk in general, to be completely honest with you. I will say I think this is a really good representation of the original Hulk, and therefore I am going to give him a 10. He's going to be a 10 out of 10. He, of the three so far, he's the best. Now let's look at this guy. I saved him for last because he's got the most mass, and on the surface he'd probably be my top pick. But we'll get into that. Let's take a look. Really nice angry Hulk face. I mean, he definitely looks like he's about to hurt a lot of somethings. Shoulder can rotate up like so. The arms will rotate up. It's a little tight, gets a little caught up, but it will go. Arms can go out, in, bicep swivel, elbow bend. It's got a little bit of a ratchet in there. Wrist swivels, arm or hand rotates. The fingers are all on one piece right there, so you can almost get a fist, but it looks a little goofy. No ab crunches. That's really unfortunate. I would really would like an ab crunch on this one. Waist does swivel though. You got the legs that go up and down, in and out. Thigh swivel. Bends at the knee. It's a ratcheted bend. And he's got an ankle tilt right here, and then an ankle rocker, which will get you a really wide stance if you wanted. That is actually a really cool looking pose. Just kind of, he's about to smash something. So yeah, that actually looks incredible. I'm loving this figure. The more I play with it, ab crunch is unfortunate, but man, that's cool. Feet, the toes do swivel up and down, and yeah, that's it. He's got some good dirty details on his pants, sculpted in tears. He sells it. This is Hulk. This is the Hulk, guys. Yeah, so easily 10 out of 10. Easy 10 out of 10. I love this figure. This is actually, wow, a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I'm not a huge fan of the Hulk, but this thing, and he's bigger than the rest to an extent. These two are the same size, but the rest of them are all a little bit shorter than him. But he's got just more of a presence than any of the others. So I'm going to move these guys out of the way. They're going to the storage bin. And I'm going to bring out the other one. The other same Hulk. Other than the head sculpt and maybe a slightly different tinge of green, these guys are pretty much identical. The green and the purple pants. It's the head. The head's the only difference. He's got more of the frowny face, and he's more of the I'm about to smash a bunch of stuff face. So, this is a Marvel Legends figure by Toy Biz from 2006. So I don't know if maybe this was part of the Hulk movie line or just a straight up Marvel Legends line. I'm not sure because, I've got so many different Marvel Legends things going on right now that I can't keep track of these things. But of the Hulks I just looked at, this is by far the best Hulk. I highly recommend it if you're a Hulk fan, Avenger fan, or Marvel Legends fan in general. So, to do a quick size comparison, here he is next to the Spider-Man, who's now our size comparison stable until a better one can come along. And yeah, movie Spider-Man. And this Hulk will be size comparison. This one's going on the shelf. So there you go. Spider-Man and the Hulk. Those are our size comparisons from this point on for Marvel Legends. So, I guess that's it.